here we are on the stakeout, and my guests just keep getting better. Today, we're actually live from Idaho at RPI event, Rebecca's Private Idaho, and I am fortunate enough that I get to sit down with legend, maybe
Queen,
yeah. Queen. Also a Big Agnes Ambassador, which I'm super stoked on.
For a long time, really.
Yes.
Been using Big Agnes for a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a great trip, a great ride, pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell the audience who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rebecca Rusch, founder of Rebecca's Private Idaho, where we are, creator of the BeGood Foundation, multi-time world champion, ultra-endurance cyclist, dog owner, volunteer firefighter, and my jam is being in the woods and bike packing. A lot of those kind of expeditions are where my heart's at.
Love it.
Yeah.
Janet of all trades. Let's just go with where we are and what's going on with this awesome event. Why Rebecca's Private Idaho?
Well, this is year 11 of Rebecca's Private Idaho, yes. Which is kind of crazy. We were doing gravel before gravel was cool.
Yep. We joke about it in Steamboat all the time. I was like, oh, you mean the dirt roads I've been riding forever?
Exactly.
But now it's called gravel?
Yeah, exactly. Dirt road, off-road riding,
yes.
Which is kind of awesome. It's cool to see this segment of cycling really growing and people embracing getting off the pavement and getting onto dirt. Yep. So I'm all about that. But yeah, this is year 11. Our fundraiser for BeGood Foundation is going on all weekend with live auction or with online auction. So even if you're not here with us, you can be part of that. And really, I started this event as a big bike party and to give back to my community at home and community at large, and to do more with cycling and bring more people in. And I'm a mountain biker at heart. I always thought I'd do a mountain bike event, host a mountain bike event, yep. But just a dirt road event, a gravel event was more inclusive, more people could come. And
it's amazing the variety of folks that, I mean, now know that they have this option of riding in their life, but those that are still learning. And I think an event like this is where people actually, they see people of all different styles of bikes and backgrounds, and they all get to ride together and have the same fun is one of the coolest things.
Run what you brung, you know? People are like, do I need a gravel bike? It's like, no. Ride your fat bike, ride your mountain bike, ride whatever. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's sort of a little bit of a gateway drug, I think.
Yes.
Gravel is a gateway drug to off-road exploration, in my opinion.
No, I think, and if you feel comfortable on that, you could, for some, I think you are then able to step up and feel more comfortable on a mountain bike. And all of a sudden, your dirt road goes to a single track. And talking with our buddy Jacob earlier, he did his first RPI on his full suspension mountain bike.
He did. I know.
And is now progressed and grown from there. It's some of my favorite things along those lines. How do people get involved in the BeGood Foundation?
The BeGood Foundation, well, our purpose is to use the bicycle to really mobilize healing, empowerment, evolution for individuals, for communities. So it takes a lot of shapes and forms. We do, trail days. We support, World Bicycle Relief for bikes in Africa. We have bike packing scholarships. So the BeGoodFoundation.org. We're fundraising all the time. We do have actually a fundraiser going on with a collaboration with our friend Jay Peterberry, who was hit by a motorist a few days ago, unfortunately, on his Great Divide mountain bike route.
I couldn't believe it.
He's alive, he's okay, but we're fundraising for bike packing scholarships for that. We're fundraising here at Private Idaho. You can get in on the auction items. We got a bunch of good prizes we're giving away. So really year round, and you can apply for these scholarships, and we have scholarship applicants here. So awesome. Whether you want to donate, whether you want to apply, whether you want to be part of it, my goal is just, I think the world's a better place when more people ride bikes. And so that's our goal is to do that.
That is awesome. I love it. I love it. So outside of that, what current projects are you working on? Or let's say, what's coming up down the pipeline?
Well, my current project I'm working on is, we're sitting at it right now.
Perfect.
We've got Private Idaho today. Tomorrow is the big day. And then I really got my eye on some bike packing exploration.
Which,
and
you know, I'm excited about.
I know. I live in such a cool place, and I've done a lot of events, and I've got my eye on some really big loops around Idaho.
Cool.
Some trails that are sort of, does it go? Does it not go? So yeah, I'm going to be doing some of my own personal exploration coming up here soon. Maybe a trip to South America in the winter and
Ooh, nice.
do some exploring there. But yeah, I'm ready to load up the bike and load up the little tent and kind of get rolling.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. No, you know I love hearing that stuff. I'll be ready for you. I'll be ready for you.
Well, it's like, this is a lot of people, and I love this, but then I got to counter that with like being alone in the woods.
No. I trust me. I'm trying to figure out some like fall bike pack trips in our area, and, and there's some easy ones you can roll out right out your front door and go do. And I think that's some of the cooler ones is when you get to do it out your front door. We're fortunate enough to live in those places. Is such a big deal because you drove, and like some of our camping areas, it's like you drove 30 minutes. Yeah. I went out to our friend's birthday one time and I bike packed out.
That's cool.
And they're like, really? And I was like, well, they brought all my food. I brought all my camping gear. Yeah. And it was a beautiful day, rode out. And then when we were all done, packed up and rode back home. And those little trips like that, the sort of spontaneous ones, I think are some of my favorites.
Well, it is so cool to see people like gravel didn't used to be cool. Now gravel's cool. And bike packing, nobody knew about it. And now people are exploring on their bikes. And the fact that you can load this stuff up on the bike, people are like, wait, what? Yeah. You can put your sleeping bag and your stuff on and you can take it with you. Like people are catching on to it, which
it's crazy because like that's why we designed our bike packing tents to fit between handlebars and be small. But it's like this bike packing thing. I mean, it's so crazy and new. And I'm like, since the late 1800s. Got it. Yeah, it's new. I'm like, how do people not know about this? Okay, so I think you did cover how to follow along in that. What is the most inspiring project you've been a part of?
Well, hands down, the most inspiring project I've been a part of was a ride I did in 2015 down the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Yes, that's what I wanted you to say.
To find the place where my dad's plane went down, 1,200 miles, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, trying to put together a historically accurate route of the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Yep. You know, he was shot down in 1972, and I went exploring there just to see what it was about, see where he died. And it was the best expedition of my life. Just crazy expedition. I rode with a Vietnamese cyclist and connecting to family, connecting to culture. And ultimately, that is why the BeGood Foundation came to be, because I learned about the unexploded ordnance, the bombs 50 years later that are still killing people. And I felt like my dad was really sending me a message to use my bike for more. And his words in all his letters home were the words, "Be good." The script on our logo is his handwriting. And so that was really pivotal for me in 2015 to like realize all this cool adventure stuff that I do can be shared and can help other people. And so, BeGood Foundation was founded. Blood Road is the Emmy Award-winning film we made on it. Even if you're not a cyclist, it's a really good movie.
Without a doubt.
And it's going to make you want to go exploring on your bike.
Without a doubt.
That ride changed my life.
When you guys hit me up about gear and stuff like that, for that, I was super excited. And so that's why I was wondering with that question, would that be your answer? Yeah. And I think it's just one of the coolest stories along those lines. And then to see how much has grown from that.
It was, people were like, after the ride, they're like, it must have been amazing closure. And I'm like, no, this was like this birth of like what I was meant to be doing, all this cool stuff, all these adventures, the foundation. So it was like so amazing. And Big Agnes went with us on the trail.
This is why you turn into the stakeout, because cool things happen and we talk to cool people. Just saying, on the stakeout. All right, now get into the nitty gritty. Your favorite piece of BA gear? You get that one because your favorite costume's on the website because you're an ambassador. So we had to go with gear.
It's pretty hard because it kind of depends what I'm doing. But I've got to say the new bike packing tent is just unbelievable for an actual tent. Because usually I'm like, I'll just bring a bivvy, I'll just suffer. I'm like, I'll be all hardcore. And it's like literally not that much bigger than a bivvy. It's insane. And so that little nugget, and you can leave the fly, you can leave a couple things that I think is kind of a design revolution. I know you've been working a long time on that thing.
It's crazy because we came out with a short stick pole set years ago and it didn't catch on. And we were thinking of bike, moto, mountain bike, and it didn't catch on.
Yeah.
So we pulled it and kind of kept rolling. And then when this started to kind of really evolve with the bike packing, there were at least more people knew about it.
Yeah.
We were like, it's time to bring it back.
Well, and for me, I always think with bike packing, I just gotta, like, a tent is pretty luxurious. Like, I'm not gonna take a tent, but like, it's so small. Yeah. And such a cool little nugget. I
brought the 3-person Tiger Wall solo because I could have all the room I wanted, and all it does is get bigger around. It never goes like this.
Yeah.
And had it between my bars, and I was on what do you call it, Ramble Ride with Peter Visco, and it was like the perfect tent.
Well, and you can put your gear in there, and you can like have a place to change, and it's just like you have a little home base, which is kind of cool.
All right, now real stuff. You're stranded on a deserted island. You have one food item and one drink item to keep you going. And not keep you going in the like that it's going to help you be sustained and alive. We're like, what is your last meal and last drink?
My last meal is going to be elk steaks and morel mushrooms that we foraged and hunted for.
Lovely.
Idaho style. And my last drink might be to go with that meal, like a real nice Zinfandel or something.
Ooh, lovely. That's a great pairing.
Yeah.
Lovely pairing. Maybe you guys should do that at home. Just saying. Just saying. Oh my gosh. Reba, you're it. I'm so glad we got to do this. I'm so glad you guys got to be a part of it. This is like, and thanks for taking the time. Because I know your schedule is barely anything every day.
I'm going to just stay in this chair, just slide
you can totally hide out. Because the stakeout is also a hideout.
It is a hideout. If you want me, I'm going to be right here.
Yep. Well, thank you again. Remember, everybody, RPI, check it out. BeGood Foundation, check it out. And if you haven't checked out Idaho, you should come because it's pretty rad. Thanks again.
See you later, man.
You're the best.
Cheers.
All right. That's it for the stakeout. Take care.
Bye.
What's up?